Hello teachers. Today I'm going to talk about an important topic, which is experienced versus inexperienced teachers, or competent versus novice teachers. Difference that I'm going to talk or I'm going to discuss today has to do with number 1, teaching and learning. So, the first thing that we have to keep in mind is that novice teachers or inexperienced teachers are more concerned with teaching, how to teach that particular item. However, for experienced teachers, they are much more concerned with the learning process. I mean, how students learn. Okay, so they are much more concerned with the learning process rather than the teaching process. So this is difference number 1. Difference number 2, and it's also very important, is related to errors. So dealing with errors differs from novice teachers and experienced ones. Now, what is the difference between them in terms of errors? Novice teachers try to spot the errors in learners' performance and try to correct them. What about experienced teachers? Experienced teachers have something else to do, which is to know the source of error in order to solve the problem. They are more concerned with the sources of errors, okay, not the errors themselves. Number 3, and this is also very important, is related to what we call planning. Novice teachers spend a lot of time in planning single lessons, and more than that, they try to focus on short-term planning. Also in their planning, they try to stick to the lesson plan while they are teaching. Now, what about experienced teachers? Experienced teachers plan for a long term, and also when they plan for a certain lesson in a way or another, they don't stick to that particular lesson. All right, another difference is related to classroom management. So, what is the difference between novice teachers and experienced teachers in terms of classroom management? Novice teachers most of the time have problems with managing classrooms because classroom management is more related to experience. Experienced teachers are most of the time more competent in classroom management. Okay, the last idea that I like to tell you is related to what we call user versus producer. But using and producing what? Very simply, the teaching materials. Novice teachers is just a consumer, just a user of someone else's teaching products. I mean teaching materials. However, an experienced teacher is someone who is knowledgeable enough, is competent enough to produce his own materials. More than that, when you are talking about novice teacher, he most of the time sticks to textbook, but experienced teacher can go beyond the textbook and can produce and use what we call personal teaching materials. So these are the very common difference between inexperienced and experienced teachers. I hope you find this lesson very beneficial for you. Actually, I found it very beneficial for me. That's why I decided to share it with you. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Have a good time and Goodbye.